All right, y'all, prepare yourself because I am not a knife review guy. I've never given a knife review or any other kind of review. This is numero uno. Now, I'm going to give you a knife review from a guy that used knives. I don't know the specs and all that except for what I've seen on the reviews, and that don't mean nothing to me. I'm going to give you a knife review from a guy that uses knives just about every day. Well, not just about every day. And I'm liable to cut anything. Uh, So I want a knife with a good blade that I can sharpen and all that good stuff, and that ain't gonna tear up on me too easy. Cause I use knives. I use knives. I use the heck out of knives. I mean, when I say I use the heck out of knives, I I don't man, I don't baby them. I like Kershaw. I use them. They take a beating. Uh, I'm telling you, man, I put them through it. So I'm not. This ain't gonna be one of them in-depth deals. This is just gonna be, hey, I got this knife today. And I like it. It's pretty. It is everything almost that the reviews of all of those many reviews said. And there was one guy, a couple guys that did a torture test with it, and I kind of enjoyed that. It did perform well, and I believe that. There's a couple of things that even though I knew from the reviews when I got this out of the box, I was like, hmm. And it's stuff that I knew, like the weight of it. It said it's a very light knife. By golly, it's a very light knife. A little bit more light than I thought. I'm thinking, this might be a little bit too light. I kind of like to have the feel of a sturdy knife in my hand, but I get it. I get it. Just like anything else, everyday carry, you want it to be light, not weigh you down. This is the one that I have been carrying since I lost my other one. This is a heavy knife, a little bit too heavy for me anyway. I'm good with jeans on and work clothes, but if I was to wear some cargo shorts, ain't happening. But it does a good job. So anyway, I was kind of caught off guard about how light this knife was. I'm okay. It's been a day. I've used it a couple of times. All right. I think that'll grow on me. I'm hoping, but it's cool. I do like the deep pocket clip. I like that a lot, actually. Uh, I got it out, and that right there is the first thing I did. I'm like, that feels like cardboard or plastic cardboard. I knew that going in. I heard you guys say that. I watched the reviews. I was okay with it. I get it out, and I'm like, oh my God, that really feels like cardboard. Uh, Oof. But at the same time, once this thing wears in and you have it in your pocket, I can see that looking really, really cool. A little bit of wear and tear. The little sharp corner kind of edges, I'm not crazy about that, but I knew that going in. It would be nice if it had a little bit of something meat to it. I don't know, but maybe it'll grow on me. So I knew that coming in. Wasn't expecting it. Be ready for you guys that's going to cut anything in the world. When I say I cut anything in the world, I was underneath the house one time cutting some plastic way. I cut through electric wire. I was more shocked than you, trust me. Let me tell you, I'll cut anything. As for you guys that'll do the same, be ready. I'm not saying it's a bad knife. It's a good knife. Uh, I don't like the lanyard thing. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. It kind of looks cheap to me. That would be awesome. I like a plain knife. I don't like all the extra weird stuff. Like if you popped a blade open, it's got a hole in it up here like the spider goes. I don't care for that. But it's a pretty knife. My biggest pet peeve, everybody's got their pet peeves. My biggest pet peeve, I love the feel when you and that sucker snaps up. Oh, that's a special thing for me. Everybody's got their deal. I love that. And man, they said, man, straight out of the box, these guys are hitting it. They're like it's crisp. Many guys said that, man, straight out of the box, you click that, it's crisp. It's just, man, I can't believe it. And I like that's one of my favorite things about a knife. I mean, Did you hear that? Let me just. Whew. Anyway, this one is my favorite on that, and that's one of the reasons why I love this knife. Just one of the reasons why I love this knife is when you click this thing. Listen to this. Oh, did you see it even move? I'm not moving my. That's power. Every time I open this knife, I want to hand it to somebody and say, dude, you got to open this. So anyway, that's a special thing to me. I like that feel. I like how it does it. So man, I get it out of the box and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm waiting for that crisp. And I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I can't. Are you kidding me? Here, let me do it a little harder. Let me get some, a little further. Now you can flick your wrist. Wait, hang on. Oh, hang on, let me flick my wrist. There it goes. Boy, it's a beautiful grind, like they say on that. That is a pretty blade, and it is sharp. I'll give you that. If you can get it open, that's a. Now, don't get me wrong. I know what you're going to say. Man, you got to give it time. You got to let it break in. You got to let it wear in. You just got to do that with knives. Look, when I went to Academy and I bought that, I don't remember what I paid for it, 30-something bucks maybe. I cut the package open with my other knife. The package, not the box with the pretty thing. And that's what it did. So anyway, I know it's not a big deal, but be ready. Now, I truly believe I'll get used to that flick, and it may wear in. Also, I know you're going to say, just loosen that screw a little bit and let it back off. I did that, and this whole sucker wobbled. I mean, this sucker just wobbled, and I had to tighten it back up. I didn't get it as tight as it was, so I thought, well, maybe, and then surely, here I am. Yeah. But anyway, that's my biggest pet peeve. Now, I just got this today. So I said to myself, I'm going to make a review about that. So maybe some of them other guys, the workers, the guys that go out there and want a knife to actually have in their pocket that they're going to take out every day and they're going to use it to cut something. Your horse might be tied up to a fence post and it sets back and you got to whoop it out there and, save your life. Anyway, you know what I mean. That sucker's sharp. It's pretty. And I'm not going to lie to you. That right there, I'm not going to forget that. But anyway, it's light. It's a little bit smaller than I imagined. Now, I know they showed me the dimensions. They said put it up against a ruler. I knew how big it was. But I guess when I got it out and it was so light, I was like, I'm not knocking this knife, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's a good knife. I am going to carry this every day for the sole purpose of I'm going to carry this for a long while. And I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to give a long-term carry review or whatever you call it. And I'm hoping I'm impressed because I will use this thing. Matter of fact, it's not going to take long for this knife to look like this knife. It's not going to take long at all. I always thought that was a small knife. This is bigger, so this will not look the same on my next review. It's probably going to be coked up with honey and wax and propolis and wood and dirt and who knows what else, because I am not going to baby this knife. But anyway, I just want to get on there and do that. Guys that are like me, it's just a knife. It's a good knife. Do I think it's better than the little 20-something buck? Absolutely. Yeah. This sucker is sharp and it's sturdy. It don't bend. So I think it's going to be all right. I don't think it's going to take me long to get used to the size of that because I have used. But at the same time, I've been using one a little bit bigger. It's just thicker and all that. But anyway. But now I'm rambling. This is it. I'll come back and give a long-term review just as an ordinary guy and see what everybody comes up with. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Just okay. See you soon.